First year, grew up in Australia, actually was in the Seahawks training camp for a while last summer. Floats one down to the 31-yard line. This is Maurice Morris. And Morris is able to break free, dances down the sidelines. Good return into Dallas territory. Tackled at the 44-yard line after a 25-yard run back. And here is the Seattle offense. Grade school. I knew it had to happen. EA Elementary.
What's the next step?
Next step is preschool. This is the guy who calls himself D-Jack. It's Darrell Jackson, who gains 9 yards to the 37. Let's take a look at the Cowboy defense. University. Lance Frazier figures to have his hands full tonight at corner. And on 2nd and 1, they give the ball to the fullback, Max Strong. Good to make the playoffs in the NFC. Hassleback throws, and that's caught just short of the first down. Pulled in by Bobby Ingram. 3rd down and 1, and they're going to throw it. And Hassleback has some time. Has to roll out now. And then throws into the end zone with a flag. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but Dallas is going to contend that Jerry Rice pushed off. So for the moment, you've got Rice in for what he thinks is 6, but let's see about the call. There was clearly contact. Nathan Jones is the defensive back. 50-year all-timer.
Defense. The plays decline. Touchdown.
Against the rookie.
Only Jerry Rice on Monday night. He was open early on this one. You see him right here. He's the inside receiver. Very good coming off the line of scrimmage. But you see he was wide open all the way. Hassleback had to scramble out to his right, and that gave Jerry Rice a little time to see that he was scrambling and then work back to the inside.
It's Monday night. It's Jerry Rice. What else is new? 7-0. Jerry started the season, as most of you know, with Oakland. And then the trade with Seattle in mid-year to become, in effect, the number 3 guy. But now he starts. And this is Jones. And Jones showing what he can do inside the 40 and finally chased down behind as Larry Allen threw the block. And finally Ken Hamlin is able to run him down. So Rice does his thing. And here comes the rookie to do his.
The ball 30 times, but he'll probably do it tonight, though.
3rd down and 8. Vinny over the middle, and that's dropped over the middle of the 18-yard line as he tries to throw it into Julius Jones. So Jones's run puts them in position to get into the end zone, or at least to the red zone, and now they're forced to try an intermediate depth field goal.
Yep.
Will set it down. And Cundiff's kick is just good, just inside the left upright. So Dallas is able to answer with 3, 8:49 remaining in the period. And the Seahawks are on top 7-3 on Monday Night Football.
You try and say the right things and do the right things, but it's tough.
3rd and 9, and that pass, Jerry Rice reaching out, makes the catch. Jerry Rice at the age of 42, still covered well down the sideline, pass a little bit in front of him, is able to fingertip it and beats Lance Frazier and Roy Williams on the play. This far for Dallas on 2nd and 6. Hassleback under pressure again, and Leroy Glover comes in his 9th year out of San Diego State, playing very well. Iron Man along that defensive front, gets in there for the sack. For any defensive lineman in the league on 3rd down and 12 now. Hassleback hangs in, throws, caught, 1st down into Dallas territory. Itulamili, the tight end.
Just didn't spread out.
2nd down and 8. Here's a draw to Alexander. And this time he's able to do a little bit of running as Greg Ellis makes the tackle, but they still come up a little bit short. 2 against the 4-man front here. And a 4-man rush. And a 1st down as that's caught by Darrell Jackson. And Jackson is inside the 10 and flushed out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. So Darrell Jackson turns a short gain into a long gain and a 1st and goal.
No one ran that pattern better than Jerry Rice.
35-yard play fake, throw, caught. Jackson, touchdown. The Seahawks converting 3rd. Hassleback has started the game 7 of 8 for 116 yards. Hot start for the Seahawks. 14-3 Seattle. And they're 4 for 4 on 3rd down conversions. And now they'll be 4 out of 5. Thanks to Leroy Glover with a big sack, and that'll force a punt. And play resumes in the 2nd quarter. Since he was a Saint 3 years ago. Ken Walter to kick for Seattle as the second quarter begins. Lance Frazier to run it back up to the 41-yard line. Early second period. Seahawks up by 11 points. Play fake 5 times. Screen set up. Witten, the tight end. And Witten out of Tennessee takes it to the 39. He's a couple of yards shy of the first down. Tackled there by Rashad Moore. It'll be 3rd down and 2. Inside the Seattle 40-yard line. Trying to convert here. And they do as they give the ball to Julius Jones, the rookie out of Notre Dame. 2nd-round draft choice this spring. They did not have a number 1. They traded their number 1. They traded down, so they wind up with Buffalo's number 1 next year. The game goes along.
They have a tough time playing uphill.
And they'll have to do that tonight. That catch is made by the former Brown, Quincy Morgan. Came over in a midseason deal. Ken Lucas with the coverage. Earlier this season when Terry Glenn would have been their key receiver, or one of them got hurt and is gone for the year. 3rd and 4, and that is incomplete. And of course, Keyshawn Johnson, you've seen him make that move. For Copper that time. Copper making a Keyshawn Johnson move is Marcus Trufant.
He was held by his right arm when he went up to catch that ball.
49-yard attempt now for Billy Cundiff, who was just good from 39 earlier. This one is hooking, hits the upright, and goes over. A mini doink.
Every once in a while you need one of those.
Not the full doink, just the mini, the ping. 14-6.
It's a point. Like rice water.
1st and 10. Like hot springs. His age. That's caught. Itula Neely. Gain of 11. Has 13. 10 of those on the ground. Here he goes to the outside. Close to a first down. Tackled by Dat Wynn. You know, John. 2nd and 7. Rice getting to play a lot with Corin Robinson suspended. Hassleback steps up. Good presence. Throws. Finds the open man. And the ball is dropped. And the Dallas Cowboys come away with the ball. That's Lynn Scott coming back the other way. And Scott is out of bounds at the 39 of Seattle. So Terrence Newman with the coverage on Jeremy Urban. Urban making the catch, had it taken away, had it stripped out, and Scott runs it back into Seattle territory. Cowboys, not a lot of takeaways this year. That's only 12 in this their 12th game. Julius Jones stopped there by Kaczewski, the linebacker. West Virginia coal miner. 2nd down and 6 at the 45 at the 35-yard line. And this is Jones, and he fights his way for a first down. And Michelle, you know all about that. 2nd and 14. Over the middle, underneath route, caught there by Darian Barnes. Flag down. Flags on the far side of the field.
Illegal use of hands to the face. Defense, number 21. 5-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
At the 26. Testeverde throws. That's caught. Good hands. Witten. First down inside the 10. First down and goal upcoming. Offenses have been the last 2 games, but hot again tonight. He's caught 3 for 30 yards. First down and goal. Good protection. Testeverde pump fakes, throws, and that is caught in the back of the end zone by Terrence Copper. Flag, though. Flag at the 2-yard line. And a little trick play coming up here as Patrick Creighton takes the snap and can't get into the end zone. So the Cowboys try a trick 2-pointer.
He has like 3 or 4 trick plays in every game.
Hassleback sliding in the pocket, throws. Whoa, baby. Making the catch and getting ripped by Roy Williams is Darrell Jackson.
And the things that have been open have been in the passing game. Hassleback is now 11 out of 12.
Jackson on the run makes that catch. Tackled by Newman, and they beat the blitz on a 17-yard pickup.
And maybe some more linemen or something.
Third cousin, 3rd and 8. Hassleback's going to run it himself. And his forward progress is going to be short of the first down.
Seattle Seahawk line. This isn't a bad place if you're going to run to go up.
And there's a fumble. And no matter who recovers it, the ball's going to belong to Dallas. Afraid to come out. Draw on 2nd and 6, and he pushes his way to the 50.
He can do it, or he would be the guy doing it.
They get it off before the 2-minute warning on 3rd and 1, and that time they convert. Jones takes it to the 47. So a minute 57 to the half with Seattle up by 2 at home. Thoughts? 1st and 10 from the 47. And Jones breaking tackles. Stopped finally by Trufant inside the 30. First down, Cowboys. And Flozell Adams is hurt. So Julius Jones, the rookie, already with 111 yards in this first half. Had 150 on Thanksgiving Day. Flozell Adams came out of the game. 3rd and 10 now. Caught. Tight end. Witten. 1st and goal.
He said to heck with it. Let's go for that 12-yard pass and get up there and spike it.
Jones on a draw and a touchdown. What a call. That's one of those, if it doesn't work, you go, what kind of a call was that?
That was
if it works,
call, yeah.
What a call.
Julius Jones makes a heck of a move on that.
At Quest Field. Coming up next will be the Lexus halftime show. Tiger Woods coming up live when we come back to Seattle. 1914 Dallas at the half.
Probably win.
Well, he wants to start on the ground, as he said, and he does it with Alexander, and he gets a nice run here on the opening play. Gain of 9 up to the 30-yard line. Lynn Scott is there for the tackle. Take a look at the numbers through the first half. Jones already has 119 on the ground, and thus Dallas dominating on the ground. Seahawks more through the air. Seahawks have turned the ball over 1 time. Total yards pretty close.
You know, like we've always said, the running gets easier in the 3rd and 4th quarter.
Alexander lost the ball. It's a fumble, and it's Dat Wynn who comes away with the football. Sean Alexander for the drive. 1st and 10 now from the 21. Fake to Jones. Testeverde throws out the flat. Keyshawn Johnson. And Johnson has a first down. He's out of bounds near the 10-yard line. First down.
You see him.
1st and goal, 10-yard line. Jones. Touchdown. Darian Barnes, the fullback, led the way. And so Parcells watches his team get a big takeaway and very quickly move into the end zone. A 14-3 Seattle lead is now a 26-14 Seattle deficit. Dallas by a dozen. Talk radio, everybody wanted to make a big deal out of it. 3rd down and 7. Hassleback throws, and that's tipped by Lynn Scott. 4th down and 7. This is with the Super Bowl champion New England Patriots last year. Left-footed kicker. Fair caught up at the 44-yard line by Lance Frazier. Palouse. It's just such a great word to say.
You know, what I like to say is Bellevue.
Bellevue.
They're pretty good, too. Like Bellevue beat De La Salle, and they've won 151 straight.
Yeah, and that is caught as Keyshawn Johnson on the sideline stays in bounds with great concentration. Pulls in a 39-yard pass and run from Vinny Testaverde. So he has to have control.
And keep control all the way down
to the ground.
Which he does, but how about that throw by Vinny Testaverde?
Yeah.
I mean, that's about as perfect as a pass can be. Now what do you do if you're Seattle?
2nd down and 9. Jones. Julius Jones. Flag. Flag at the 5-yard line. And it's going to be a hold. 3rd and 14. And a big sack. What a great defensive stand that time by Seattle when they had to have one. Cheeky O'Keefer, they got the holding call, and then they're able to break up a screen, and then they get a sack. And this one is his best shot of the night, not only in terms of length, but in accuracy. Flunked one, barely got one inside and upright, but this time this one is good. 15-point game. Dallas. 13 carries, 39 yards, 3 yards a carry. And Mr. Jerry Rice makes his presence known again. Scored a touchdown earlier in the game. Covered there. They know all too well about drop balls in Seattle. From the 31-yard line, that's Jackson. And Darrell is close to a first down. He's tackled there by Terrence Newman. And Jackson having a nice night. That's 99 yards for him on 7 grabs. 2nd and 1. Hassleback underneath. This time Alexander does hold on to the 48, the first down. And here's Michelle again. 3rd and 13. Empty back line. Yep, 3-man line. 3-man rush. Hassleback gets a block that he needs there, and that enables him to complete it, but there is a flag down. It took so much time. Who knows who might or might not have been downfield. Jeremy Stevens made the catch, but
Hassleback throw into 8-man coverage.
From the 29, pressure's on. He's stepping up. He's going to run with the ball. Slides to a halt at the 20-yard line.
They are going to jam him with the guard.
2nd and a short 1. Plus they give it to Max Strong, the fullback. Forward progress gets him the first down. 18-yard line. Stopped by Coakley. With a little more than just called it on Ellis and let Seattle run a play. 1st and 5. Hassleback throws. Catch is made. Rice at the 7-yard line. And a 1st and goal now for Seattle on a very big drive. 2nd down and goal. So he gives the ball to Alexander, and Williams is there to drag him down by the neck. You know, the way Hassleback looked, I'm not even sure he could have gotten a good grip on the ball because he was holding his hand all the way up to the line of scrimmage. And goal. Hassleback throwing, knocked down by Newman. Ingram was the intended receiver, and Hassleback had all he could handle in the backfield because of the Leonardo Carson rush, and Mike Holmgren has to settle for a field goal. Josh Brown for a chip shot field goal of 21 yards, so they come up with 3 to make it a 12-point game. 3:01 left in the 3rd. Dallas up 29-17. Alvin Hill, the last rookie, 100 or more yards, 2 consecutive games. 3rd down and 6 now. Here come the Hawks. Cowboys do a nice job on the pickup, and Keyshawn Johnson makes the grab. So the Seahawks were coming. The line did its work. Hobbling.
And that his performances lately have been courageous.
Tough to keep up with the Joneses. But here's Julius again, and that should be enough for a first down. But this year the expectations are very high, or at least have been. Here's Julius Jones. Big night to the 39-yard line. Julius Jones, coming off his 150-yard day against the Bears, has 147 on the ground tonight. 2nd and 4. And that's a great play there by Nico Kudavides, the linebacker, the rookie from Purdue. And 3rd and 7. Vinny flag, and that'll be an interference call. Here's one other guy for you, Jerry Rice. I think looks better.
Not bad. Not bad.
And stopped in his tracks that time is Julius Jones. But for a quarterback, well, you know, field goal range here right now, they'd be looking at a 55-yarder, which they probably would not attempt. Testeverde throws, intercepted. Big play by Vieira, the safety, coming up with the interception.
Just playing back there as a safety.
From the 28-yard line now. Hassleback to the outside. That's caught. Rice makes the catch. Jerry Rice with 6 catches tonight. Newman covers. Back to the interception we go line. Hassleback. Wide open is Jeremy Stevens. And Stevens, who is their #1 draft choice and has not been able to replace Itula Mealy as the starting tight end, flanks out, and he's in the game because Mealy was hurt earlier.
On this side, excuse me.
Out of the end zone, but out of the end zone, and a flag is thrown. Jackson contacted by Lance Frazier all the way down the sideline, and it's going to go against Frazier.
The inside guy.
Pass interference. Defense. Number 30. Automatic first down.
And it doesn't look like he breaks the plane here, so it's third down. Right here, third down and goal. Off the fake. Hassleback rolling in trouble. Has to get lucky to the end zone and can't get Alexander. And they're really, I think, compelled to go for it on fourth down and goal here. A little toss to Alexander, and Alexander is able to will his way into the end zone. Boy, it looked like he was going to get stopped. It looked like he ran into his own guy. Might not get in there, but he willed his way in.
I think you said it right. He willed himself in there, Al.
Big, big touchdown. Staying in first place ahead of the Rams in the NFC West. Ooh, and Vinny will go down. Finally. That was Grant Wistrom. And you watched him for years. Speed. It's all about speed. Third and 20 here. So they give it to Jones on a draw, and look at this. Julius Jones picks up a good percentage with that 20, but not enough. Fourth down and a punt. A three-play concept. No loss. Second down and 10 from the 28-yard line. Hassleback. Alexander out of bounds. 33.
Patriots and the Jets here. He's always had pretty good defense.
Third and 5. And that's Darrell Jackson making the catch. He's had good defense, and he's also had that runner that could take him to the final gun too. Jackson 8 catches for 108 yards. And then they tossed it back to Maurice Morris as they give Alexander a break. Morris, their number 2 pick, third-year guy out of Oregon who's been running.
They play great now and win games.
Second and 4, Hassleback. Has that one caught by Jerry Rice. Oh, can you believe that?
No, because Bobby Ingram was in the same area. Jerry Rice and Bobby Ingram were in the same area. I wasn't sure who Hassleback was even throwing that one to. And I think Jerry Rice was supposed to run either a slant or a cross.
On second and 10. And that is caught by Urban. Jeremy Urban scores the touchdown. He's on Monday Night Football, and he's giving them the lead. 2-point play here. Caught. Jackson up by 3. Go-ahead touchdown. Now Testeverde tries to lead him back. Good defense there. Morgan has it extracted by Ken Lucas, but there's a flag down.
Pass interference. Defense. Number 21. Automatic first down.
That's the 10. Jason Witten lines up in the backfield here. They keep him in for pass protection. Testeverde has it intercepted by Ken Hamlin. Interception, punt, interception.
There's the 8 up.
High pass, caught. Jackson. Attack version attempt here. If they can make it, they're going to force Dallas to use its timeouts on defense. And it's caught by Ingram, and then Ingram is stopped short of the first down. 4th and 1, they're going to give it to Alexander. He's going to get it. And as often is the case on a play like that, when you get one, you get all of the rest. Line of scrimmage, away you go.
You're right, because they're all up there and they're all selling out. And if you get that crack, if there's going to be a crack, and there is that crack right there, you're going to take it to the end zone. John Alexander kind of had a slow start, kind of an average middle. But I'll tell you, this ending is very, very good.
And one of the reasons you'll see a guy like Max Strong get so much credit.
And that last run was a big, big run. Then
he has that one caught by Terrence Copper.
Be thinking, get get a score, then get an onside kick, then get another score.
Second down and 1. They get the first down. Keyshawn to the 1st and 10 from the 45. Then he slings it outside to Jones. Julius, first priority is to get out of bounds and stop that clock from the 34-yard line. Vinny, he's looking for the 7 here, and it is caught, and inbounds is Keyshawn Johnson. Touchdown, Dallas.
You know, people can tell you all the things that Keyshawn Johnson can't do. That is one of the things that he can do.
Timeouts, so you could get the ball back. Here's the play again.
Yeah, here's Keyshawn Johnson. He's in the slot here, and you'll see, you know, the zone defense they're in quarters, and Keyshawn Johnson just runs right by Vieira. Vinny Testeverde buys a little time, sees Keyshawn Johnson near the end zone, and just throws a jump ball up to him. Elbow has always equal 2 feet.
That's right, and a knee. They get onside kick it and come up with it. They came up with the onside kick. Jason Witten.
Holy moly.
Wow.
And you talk about a quiet crowd. I mean, this crowd was going crazy when the Seahawks were winning, and then
onside kick, catch it, but he can make a fair catch. Second down and 10. And this is Jones to the 48-yard line, who was perfectly legal. Now Morgan makes this catch, and he's taken down after picking up the first down. Testeverde stepping up, throwing. Oh, baby, was he lucky? Ken Lucas. 3rd and 8. Key play. Jones, first down to the 18, so they're in the field goal range for sure now. Tackled by Lucas. 17 on first down. Off the play, they swatted down. Grant Wistrom got a hand on it. Second down and 10. Talking to Julius Jones. Gonna give it to Jones. Through the middle, Julius Jones. Touchdown, Dallas.
Big run. They caught Grant Wistrom. He was trying to slant down to the inside. The minute he handed this thing off. You watch it right here. He raises his hands, and Julius Jones was still 10 yards from the end zone. But see, Grant Wistrom takes the inside. Now, when Julius Jones reads it, he's going to the inside. He knows he can take it up there and then bounce it to the outside.
Starts deep over the middle. Jerry Rice makes the catch, loses the football at the 46-yard line, but no, they're going to stay down. The play is over, but they can't stop the clock. They've got to get up there and spike it. Out of the gun is Hassleback.
Keyshawn Johnson's back at safety.
Hassleback will unload for a Hail Mary, for a jump ball. Swatted down initially by the Cowboy defender, and the game is over. I think it was Lynn Scott who got his hand on it, the first guy to touch it. Nobody could get to Karam, and what a game. Two coaches who know what it's like to lift the Lombardi Trophy. Hassleback goes back a long way, as does the family, with Parcells and his dad Don Hassleback. And here is Julius Jones, the sudden star. You've got Kevin Jones in Detroit.